Hey, what's up? It's Corey. I don't know if you guys saw this Highland Keep trailer that just dropped, but I just wanted to show everybody just everything, all the information that was out. Go over the Steam page. There's a couple Steam news pages that actually have a lot of details on them as well. But yeah, let's dive right into it. The trailer came out, it's only like 50 seconds. I'll probably show that at some point. But alright, so they say about this game, Highland Keep is a third-person survival strategy set in the dark, mist-covered medieval Scotland. I feel like a lot of games haven't really been set there, so that's pretty cool. As a clan leader, you will engage in base building, colony management, survival mechanics, and real-time action combat in an open world. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm really into all of that. I mean, just right there, that sounds amazing. We get a little time lapse of the building, which I think is pretty unique. And I mean, I think I'll have a lot of fun with kind of just building whatever. But yeah, let's keep going. Design and build any castle you want without presets or limits. Construct walls, towers, interiors, traps, crafting stations, storage rooms, and smaller structures, piece by piece. Every keep is unique, functional, and fully explorable. And that's like the cool thing. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer or not, but it's kind of like, I can't remember exactly, I haven't played it myself, Bannerlord or Mountain Blade or one of them, but you can actually like go into a bird's eye view like the old school RTS, and then you can actually walk around and in first person and explore what you built. And that's kind of like a new thing I've been seeing with games recently, and I really enjoy that aspect. I always wanted that when I was younger, and now it's like finally coming to fruition like 20 years later. But yeah, there's a little bit more we can get into. A fully simulated living world. Probably should have been reading those ones up there, but whatever. The world runs in real time, even when you are not directly involved. Other clans exist, expand, fight, trade, and raid on their own. Choose diplomacy, alliances, trade, or total war. Your decisions shape regional power borders and survival, which sounds pretty cool also. Character-driven progression. Character development directly affects gameplay systems, unlocking advanced building options, improving clan management, influencing morale, enhancing combat abilities. How you grow your character defines how your settlement and clan evolve, which sounds really, really cool. And the little video they have here is, I'm here for it. It's looking really good already, honestly. They have a little bit of AI generated content. I like how they're disclosing this now, but I think they're only doing, what are they doing? Promotional images and small percentage of 2D art, which like that's fine, you know, like that's acceptable, right? There's some mature content, which we all love, I assume. System requirements, they have the minimum out right now. Windows 10, sick, that's what I'm on currently. An i5, not bad, don't know much about Ryzen. 16 RAM, which just about everybody should have. 1080, that's pretty low, perfect. DirectX, yep. 30 gigs so far, not bad. But alright, let's dive into the first news. Actually, there's only one news page, because the other one, let me scroll all the way down, is just talking about how they released the teaser trailer. But alright, there's actually a little bit of good information in this. So they say the first teaser trailer is out, like I just said. So this post is basically what the game is, who's behind it, and what we're focusing on. What is Highland Keep? It's a third-person survival strategy set in a dark, misty, medieval Scotland kind of world. Perfect. You'll build a keep, piece by piece, grow a small clan, deal with weather, survival pressure, and when trouble comes, you defend what you built. Not just a house, an actual castle you planned. And that's sick as hell, dog. The short version of the pillars is castle building plus defense, living world with clans doing their own stuff, third-person combat, leadership management, mood and inspirations, He's aiming for a gritty, heavy medieval atmosphere, mud fog, harsh weather, and that grounded fight to survive. I don't know if he means like the game Grounded or just like that's just it. I don't know. Anyway, the fight to survive feeling is what this says right there. Anyway, Scotland is a huge inspiration for me. The weather, architecture, landscapes, culture. But to be clear, Highland Keep is not a historical simulator. We're focusing on gameplay first, which always, when you're making a game, should be what you're doing, right? With inspirations more in the direction of Stronghold, The Forest, or Mountain Blade. Oh yeah, so it is Mountain Blade. And I've played Stronghold. I don't know if you guys have. That's an old one. Stronghold's sick. The Forest, sick. But yeah, in essence, so yes, we know nobody wore kilts in medieval Scotland. Exactly what I was thinking too, sir. Castle building, we got some nice pictures. I mean, with this landscape, whatever you call it, I mean, look at that. That's inspiration right there. That cow, I will defend that cow with my honor and my heart. Alright, castle building. We're putting a lot of work into building because we feel many survival games limit your freedom. You place pre-made blocks, an entire house, etc., but meaningful planning and multi-level fortress construction can be tough. So I feel like, I don't know, it's probably not going to be on the same level, but just like kind of how in these new factory games and all that, you really have to plan out exactly where everything is going, and I'm sure it's going to have a touch of that, something like that, I assume. In Highland Keep, there are two building modes. Large structural pieces, foundation, walls, roofs, etc. RTS style view, and that's what I was talking about earlier with the bird's eye and everything. So that's going to be really handy, that's going to be really cool. Smaller functional items, doors, chests, furniture, defenses, etc. placed in third person / player view. Oh, okay. When I was looking over things, I didn't exactly see that. So the different camera views basically are going to be dictating what you can place around the world in your castle. Alright, here's a couple pictures of what that looks like. There's the bird's eye kind of view of building your castle, and then here's the third person view of like placing doors right there and chests probably and other defenses and what have yous. Alright, so clan system and character relationships. This isn't a fixed you versus everyone kind of world. You create your own clan and decide who you keep peace with, who you go to war with, how you shape relationships with others. Which is pretty cool because it kind of seems like it's going to be like a sim. Like you're not just going to have to fight everybody to survive. You can just befriend another clan and be like, hey, I'll give you 1,000 grains of corn, rice, or whatever. You guys go deal with it. And they're like, hell yeah. But let's get back to it. Characters also have relationships with each other. For example, if you attack a lone peasant, they'll react first, but only after you cross a certain relationship threshold, or relation threshold. Their clan can escalate it into open war, which is really cool. And importantly, this applies to everyone, not just the player. Two clans can be fighting on the other side of the map, even if you are nowhere near. We're building a scalable AI system that can be simulated in a meaningful way, even outside the player's immediate area. So, I mean, kind of reiterating what they set up there, but stuff's just going to be happening, I don't know, based on what you're doing, but things are just going to be happening around you at all times to really make that sim life kind of happen. Alright. We just read that. Alright, character progression. Your main character has core attributes: strength, intelligence, agility, etc. That grow over time. These stats affect things like weapon scaling, what you can build, commanding units, and combat effectiveness. Sweet, I mean, we're all pretty used to that. But I mean, it's really cool to have in a kind of base building game. I feel like I said earlier, you just don't really see that often. The main goal is to support different playstyles. If you want to go into battle and focus on fighting, you can develop strength and combat abilities. If you want to build your fortress and rarely leave it, there is a path for that too. And honestly, I can see myself doing both, because like, who would want to leave something so sick, you know? Drink break. Important, stay hydrated. Anyway, here's a couple pictures. Yeah, I don't really... Oh, you probably just unlock different building the blueprints and stuff, and here's a picture of some of the weapons. Well, just one weapon, but yeah, you guys look at that. That's sick. Yep. So the tech. This is what I'm kind of interested in as well, because I've dabbled with Unity before. So that's kind of cool. I like to see games come out on Unity. Unity's sick. HDRP is like, I'm pretty sure the super graphics kind of template that they have that you can build your game in. So it should look pretty good. I'm really kind of in love with the art style. Kind of reminds me of like Valheim, I guess, a little bit, with like the kind of like water painting color kind of stuff going on. But all right, let's see what they're saying about the tech. Lots of custom systems. That's sick. We had to build a lot of systems from scratch, as you do in Unity, because the built-in tools didn't really fit a sandbox with a large map. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. I bought a lot of different kind of assets to try and help with that in Unity. But to fit a sandbox with a large map, and we want solid performance. Yes. This applies to both rendering and game logic related things. Each of these took a lot of time, but honestly, I can't imagine shipping this game with any other way. That's good because, a lot of games are flopping these days. One example in our test, Unity's built-in animation setup with 100 characters could eat around 70% of the CPU budget. Yeah, and I have actually experienced this before. It's kind of funny it's actually being talked about because I don't know if I was trying to make this game, I was just trying to make something, but I had a lot of AI trying to perform a lot of different animations, and I went in and I was kind of realizing that's what was causing a lot of the FPS drop. And there's some assets out there, but I feel like making one from the ground up is probably way better. It says we can handle 1,000 plus characters at once. So these battles are going to be pretty freaking crazy. Going to be pretty big, it sounds like. And animation cost is under 1 MS in typical test scenarios. I'm a computer guy and stuff, but I don't exactly know what MS means in this context, but I feel like we're probably going to be getting some pretty good FPS. To say none the least. But in addition, we implemented our own terrain renderer with custom terrain edit tools, a complete pipeline for GPU rendering, terrain scattering, a pipeline for voxelizing the world for H-trace lighting. Don't know what that is, but that's probably sick. Actually, I think that's in one of the articles that we'll be looking at. There's custom character physics and more. In addition, we implemented our own terrain renderer with custom terrain edit tools, a complete pipeline for GPU rendering, terrain scattering of grass and stuff, and objects, a pipeline for voxelizing the world for, we just saw that, custom character physics, and more. Alright. A couple pictures of what it looks like in Unity. This looks pretty normal. From the article, this is the H-trace lighting, which I might have to do some research on that because I have no idea. I think this is showing like everything the light can touch and what it's going to cast shadows on, probably, because like it's a little darker down there, it's a little darker on this side, not on this side, a little darker right there, not right there, and on top obviously not dark. And this is one of the tools I assume this is the animation tool, because these are what the animations would look like. But I can tell you this looks really different from the Unity animation editor thing, so this looks way more complex and like better than what they have. So I think this game's going to be in good hands, boys. Who's behind it? Currently it's essentially 2 programmers. He says he started solo almost 3 years ago, and about a year ago another programmer joined. We'd worked together before, so we already had a good flow. I feel like that's important. From time to time other people help out with specific tasks, but the core of the project is still a very small crew, which, is not a bad thing. and not a good thing, I feel like. Because obviously, a couple more people would probably help speed it along. But I think what we're learning these days from all the games that have flopped and everything is sometimes when you have like 300, 400 people working on one game, it kind of gets convoluted and things don't really go as planned. So, I mean, I guess the best story I can think of is you used to be able to talk to Todd Howard about anything. And now you got to set up like 3 meetings, talk to like a bunch of people or something. I'd watch something on YouTube, but yeah, and he's like the lifeblood to all the games. So if you can't talk to the man, you know, but whatever. Yeah, I think it's kind of good. I think this game is in really good hands, especially from the team. I'll have to do a little bit more research on who this man is. Funding and early access. Oh, I don't think I read all this. We worked together before, so we already have a good flow from time to time. Other people help, yep. But the core of the project is still very small. I think the only thing I didn't read is we're from Poland, more specifically, Warclaw. Wow, I butchered that. I'm sorry. Anyway, funding early access. So far, Highland Keep has mostly been self-funded, which is crazy. I started solo, and since then, it's been what I spend most of my evenings and weekends on. So this man is very passionate. We're currently talking to potential publishers and/or investors, mainly to make development more sustainable and help us bring the game to you sooner. Which I want this game yesterday. So thank you for that. He says he'd love to give a release date, but right now it depends on a few factors. We're definitely planning early access. We just need a bit more time to enter EA in a state that actually makes sense. Which is still important too, because, first impressions are everything. I know there's a couple games that I played, I can't remember which ones, but played it once, wasn't ready, and I just haven't gone back. And I know it's a really good game, they say, I don't know. Yeah, but this one, like I said, the next article is just announcing that the teaser trailer came out. Alright, let's see, I'm going to pull up these articles. We'll briefly go over them.